Oh my god. I recorded this, but it didn't save, so I'm gonna have to do it again. Fuck. Anyways. Area Fate Crash Course. This applies mostly to every other area trigger. The only thing that changes is what it does to the block if it moves, rotates, or scales, and how you have to set that up, because it's not the same setting up opacity to the scale. But yeah, basically, first we're gonna talk about these buttons. I only care about these three because they're the only ones that make the most sense. First, this one. It takes the center group, which in this case is the player, and the effect starts from the outside and it goes to the inside. So from the outside it's going to be 0, and when it comes closer to the inside it's going to be 1. And that's basically what happens. Something that I don't like. This thing. This is the standard. This is the default option. It's basically the same thing but inverted. And I don't know why it's inverted. Like, if this was the default thing, this should be to opacity and this from opacity. But yeah. This looks at both the X and Y coordinates of the center, and it works from both. If you only want to work with the X-axis, use this one. You can see going up and down does nothing. It's just as the player moves forwards. And this is for the Y-axis. You can see moving left or right, we're moving to the right constantly, but the only thing affecting whether something's visible or not is our Y-axis. Mod front and mod back. These things, I'm not going to explain it with this one because it doesn't seem to work the same, but with these two, basically, mod front, these basically affects like the fading in and fading out, how intense they are. Like if I do this, you can see it goes from invisible to visible and from visible to invisible again. Those are the fadings. So if I turn this down, you can see it doesn't fade out. And if I put this to 0, oh wait, you can see it only fades out. I like using this instead of these two because I genuinely don't know what they do. They are confusing, and using these two instead of these is just better. It's more intuitive. And you can see here, turning mod back off makes the effect only take place below us. Mod front only above us. Now, just like with these two are the same as these two but inverted. So I don't recommend you use them if you're going off this logic. You basically have to do the exact same thing, but you have to invert these. Like if I do this, it's gonna look the same. But yeah, it's just more intuitive for the logic used with these words to use these two. Now, the center group. This is what the fate trigger is looking at to make the objects visible. It could be the player, it could be the center of the screen, It could be player 2 to dual mode. It could be any object you want. You can just put a number in there. You put 2. This example I used earlier, and you can see. Oh wait. Alright, you have to uncheck this, and then it's using that one. Back to player 1, and moving this back down. Now, onto the final things you have to have in mind. Well, there's more things to explain, but I'm not sure if it's too important for you right now. I'll talk about it too, just as a tip. Now, length and offset. Length is basically you have to imagine. We're going back to this because it's easier to visualize with that. It's basically the radius or diameter in which the effect takes place around the object it's looking at. So now, the only thing you need to know about this really: big number, big radius. Small number, small radius. You can fine-tune it by eye if you want. But yeah, basically what I think is the length is it's the diameter of the effect. It's not the radius. And yeah, also something you need to discuss with length is, you know, when you use a alpha trigger and you use a really large fade time, it takes a long time for it to go from fully visible to fully invisible. The same thing happens to length. When the length is very big, it takes longer for the object to go from fully invisible to from fully invisible to fully visible. I don't know. I've put a very big number. It's almost unnoticeable. Like, you can tell with these blocks that it's not at its full opacity, but yeah, it's less noticeable. And if I'm using a very, very small length, just like earlier, the effect is more rash, it's almost snappy. And it happens, yeah, very near the player. The offset, we're gonna have to discuss it. So basically, the offset, this offset for all of these, well, for these two, is on the x-axis. Basically, let's play with this first. It works like the move trigger units. 10 is a block. Basically, it's in the name. It's the offset. Positive offset makes the effect take more place on the right. Wait. Oh right, I put length 0. 50 is a good number for this example. You can see it's the center is like moved to the right. On negative offset, it takes place more on the left. It's happening behind us. And here for this thing, this is a Y offset because obviously you cannot. It doesn't make any sense to use an X offset if the x-axis does nothing with this effect. So basically, offset up moves the effect up above us. Negative offset moves it below. And for this one that takes both x and y axis, this is the x-axis, and here this appears, this is the y-axis. So I don't know, offset 25, 25 for for example, it's gonna appear. This is the player, it's gonna appear 1, 2, basically, yeah. Around here, basically. So up and to the right. And yeah, that's exactly what happens. Negative offset here. Positive y offset. Negative x offset. So it's gonna be up and to the left. And negative y offset. Minus 20 like that. It's gonna happen below us. So yeah, that's basically it. There's another thing I have to explain about this, which are these letters. These, what they do is basically they're variants. What is variance? I don't know if you know, but it's a very easy concept. So this is going to be the middle of the distribution, and the real length for each object is going to be randomized, and it's going to be a number between 30, which is 50 minus 20, and 70, which is 50 plus 20. Now if I click this, you can see it's kind of gonna act differently for each one of them. That's basically what it does. And the same can be done for the offset. That's basically it. Now one last thing about it's not as specific to Fate Trigger, it also concerns the other area triggers, but it's the parents, group parents. For example, if I have let's say I want like this huge block to all of the blocks in this huge block to fade in and out exactly the same. For that, I'm going to put them on their own group, and I'm going to take one of the blocks, I'm going to put it over here, because this is the middle, and because it looks bad, I'm going to make it hidden. I'm going to make it group parent. Now, if I come here and make this, I'm going to move this up so you only see this. Now, we put this to target 3, it's gonna be uniform. It's all gonna act the same, and it's only looking at the parent object as this. It's like the effect on all of these blocks are the effect that's going on the parent. So imagine the parent is just one of these blocks. Move this down. 1. It's basically doing this on the parent and applying the exact same transformation to all of the blocks exactly the same. 3. And yeah, it's uniform. So if I put these over here, you're gonna see that doesn't matter because it only looks at the parent. And yeah, if I now remove the parent, it behaves normally. And yeah, that's basically the crash course on Fate triggers. I'm gonna show you a little application of the parenting. Hide invisible. Turn this off. Imagine we have this. Oh fuck. So, imagine we have these pillars and we want all of them to fade into the screen as we come closer to them, but we want it to happen like I want them to look like the same structure, not like all of the blocks doing their thing. How I do that is basically, let's see, I'm gonna do it with this thing, so it's only looking at the x-axis. So this is going to be 3, and this is going to be the parent. This is going to be 4, and I take this, copy paste. This is going to be the parent. This is going to be 5. This is going to be the parent. 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 6. Okay, and now we use a different area fade for all of them with the exact same settings. So this one for 3, this one for 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now, oh, okay, my bad. What was happening is that I was putting them so high up that they were off screen, and if they're off screen, they're unloaded and doesn't work properly. But now, if we do this, yeah, it works just fine. That's exactly what we wanted to do. And yeah, that's all. I hope this is useful for you, and yeah.